How to know what's coming up in term 1 for all of your subjects. This video is for everybody from grade 8 all the way to grade 12, and it's just a general video. It's not about math, it's not about science, it's about how do you know what topics or what subtopics are coming up this term for all your subjects. First of all, why would you care about what's coming up this term? Knowing what is coming, knowing what topics to expect, that's a very good way to prepare and make sure that you are working ahead of the class or ahead of the teacher. If you have a subject that you struggle with, if you want a little bit more practice on a subject, it's always good to read up before your class. The reason for this is by the time you go to class, if you walk into class, you finish chapter 1, momentum in physics, for example, and then your teacher's like, okay, tomorrow we're going to do chapter 2. According to your teaching program, chapter 2 is Newton's laws or vertical projectile motion. You can look at your ATPs or the program or the topics coming up. You can go home that night before your teacher even gets to the topic in class, and you can look up that topic. Look it up in your textbook, watch some videos on YouTube. I would recommend reading, just very light reading your notes, seeing what is momentum, what is Newton's laws. And by the time you get to class the next day, and by the time your teacher goes over it, you will already know that stuff. It'll already be familiar to you. So it takes away that daunting, scary aspect of walking into class and having absolutely no idea what big words your teacher's using, like coefficient of friction or non-conservative force or something weird like that. So knowing what is coming is an incredible way of staying on top of your game and preparing for your exams, preparing for your tests, and improving your marks. You can also use the ATPs or the list of topics as a checklist when you study. So this video is very important. Please give it a like, subscribe to my channel if you want more videos like this or more study tips. Send it to your friends, help someone out, and let's jump right in. The documents that I'm accessing in this video are called ATPs. That stands for Annual Teaching Program or Annual Teaching Plan. And basically it's a document that is created by the Department of Basic Education. It's sent through to schools. So the schools look at it, your teachers look at it, and that is the order that they follow generally when they teach. Some schools may decide to switch up the order. It just means that they'll teach you the topics in a different order. Some teachers prefer it that way, but the majority of schools will follow this document. And you can see here, the search bar is clear, but what I typed into the search bar was grade 11 ATPs. Or if you're in grade 9, you type in grade 9 ATPs or grade 7 ATPs and so on. And over here, because I typed in grade 11 ATPs, the search result that popped up for me, the first search result was 2023-2024 ATPs for FET phase. Now the FET phase is grade 10, 11, and 12. If you click on that link, you'll see something like this. First was all the grade 10 stuff. I scrolled down, and here I got grade 11 home languages, grade 11 first additional languages. If you continue scrolling, you see grade 11 content subjects. Now I know this is very small, but you can see here accounting, engineering, graphics, and design. We've got physical sciences, we've got dramatic art, music, history, design, dramatic arts, CAT, business. All the subjects are there. When you click on the document, it's free to access, it's free to download. It'll look something like this. So this is, for example, the maths one, and I took screenshots of term 1. So it tells you exactly what topics your teachers should be covering and in which weeks they should be covering it. So it gives you the order of the topics, but not just the order. It explains what you need to know under those topics. It's a really, really useful document. Here's an example for life sciences for grade 11. So apparently week 1, your teacher's going to go over some grade 10 stuff. They're going to revise with you. Other teachers may just jump right in. And if they do, then you'll be starting with biodiversity and classification of microorganisms, like basic structure, general characteristics of viruses, bacteria, protista, fungi, the roles that these groups play in maintaining the balance in the environment and the web of life. I love biology. I studied biology as well at university, so that's what you'll be doing in biology, life sciences. And here's tourism, for example. So you'll do an introduction to tourism, going over some grade 10 stuff, and then you start off with transport services in South Africa. There's literally a document like this for every single subject in all the grades. So this is super, super useful. I recommend this all the time to my students. And if you look carefully at the document, they also give you a breakdown of what assessments you can expect, what tasks you can expect, and more or less the mark allocations for those tasks. You can also use these different topics as a checklist when you study. So in order to be more prepared If you want to improve your marks this term, I hope you access your ATP documents. And grade 12s, I'll be doing a special video on this, but exam guidelines for you is another document that the department does, and it's so important and so useful. If you like this video, please remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more study tips and other videos like this one. I'll see everyone in the next one.